Richard Compton. The boys, ladies, doing three. Achievements, teams, third and second. Landon Nichols,
Test,
Ezra
test.
Singleton, Paxton Gary, Jackson Wesley, Ollie. Lady Jumper. Number 15, 8th grader Olivia Keck. 3, 9th graders, number 9, Haley Bragg. Number 10, Cody Easter. Number 16, Jocelyn Pointer. Number 23, Caitlin Mulvey, sophomore. Number 35, Emma Jacobs, sophomore. Number 1, Hope Hoffman, junior. Number 2, Cadence Garland, junior. Number 3, Charleston Gertler, junior. Number 5, Casey Smith, junior. Number 11, Sarah Tucker, junior. Number 14, Reagan Childers, junior. Number 13, Sarah McBride, senior. Number 33, Addie Fleshman, senior. Now would you please rise for the singing of our national anthem by Joelle Carrillo.
Hello and welcome to tonight's presentation of Somerset High School Volleyball. Tonight, the in-district matchup, crosstown rivals, Pulaski County High School take on your own Briar Jumpers. These teams played head-to-head a few weeks ago. Pulaski won, I believe, 4 sets.
Yeah, we got a big district matchup tonight. We got Pack the Patch tonight, going for a student record or just an attendance record here in the Briar Patch. 2 great teams here going to battle out tonight. Last matchup had high energy. You could feel it in the crowd. I mean, both sides were into it, went back and forth. Pulaski came out on fire last match. I know Somerset's looking to get revenge in this one.
Somerset currently sitting second in the district standings, 3-1, behind this very own team on 3 wins, unbeaten Pulaski County. If Somerset does win tonight, they will be tied for the district lead.
I checked with Coach Burke at the tiebreaker. According to him, is the RPI, which hasn't come out yet, so it's kind of based off strength of schedule results, head-to-head. I got to be honest with you. I think if the Briar Jumpers were to win, they would come up on top in that RPI tiebreaker, but that's yet to be seen. They got to take care of business tonight. They got a good record themselves, 10-2 on the season.
It's going to be hard to judge these teams based off previous performances. Both teams similar records, 10-2, 7-3. PC may have the strength of schedule advantage. Somerset sitting 4-1, common opponents. PC at 3-1, both losses to Trinity Christian. Sarah McBride.
Both teams have some big hitters on their team. Sarah Tucker, Sarah McBride for the Briar Jumpers. Sammy Blevins is PC's big hitter there. And Jasper Tingle have the most kills for the team there. Ball's up there. Not a great start for the Briar Jumpers here. Going to have to focus up. Loud crowd here tonight. You can feel the energy already. Big student section. Serve up for PC. Somerset returns. Set up for Tucker. Blocked at the net there. Tucker over the net. Hits it over. Somerset with the point. Good defense by PC there. Somerset stuck with it, earned the point.
Somerset looking to turn around what has historically been a losing matchup. They're 2-10 out of the last 10 meetings.
Yeah, Somerset 3-game win streak right now. Pulaski actually has a 2-game losing streak, so they're looking to get back on the winning track.
Somerset is undefeated at home this season. Looking to keep that streak alive. PC at 3-2 away.
PC looks to set out. Oh, no, unable to set it there. Couldn't get it over the net. Blevins hit it in the net. We got a sub in for the Briar Jumpers there. Looks like Olivia Keck into the match there, the 8th grader. Girdler back to serve. PC looks to return, sets outside. Jasper hits it over. Set outside of Tucker. Oh, good dig there by Pulaski. Oh! Somerset was fortunate there, had a miss hit. PC hits it out. Somerset ties it up 3-3. Blevins knocks it over the net. Girdler sets it outside. Tucker tips it. PC able to recover and return it. Jasper hits it long, point to the Briar Jumpers. we got the student sections jawing back and forth at each other already. Ball over, set outside to Blevins, hits it over for the Maroons. Set outside to Tucker. Absher hits it long. Again, these long balls, Pulaski can't afford to make mistakes, and that's both teams. You can't afford to give away points. I know those are frustrating for the players and the coaches, but welcomed by the Briar Jumpers. Gardner serves it over. PC sends it back, set outside to Tucker. PC unable to block at the net. Jumpers are rolling right now.
Somerset has turned, has cut into that deficit, put up 6, has doubled their lead.
Gardner back to serve. Set outside to Jasper. Unable to hit it over there. Set outside to Tucker, who hits it a little long there. Can't give points away. I got 7 Blevins back to serve for the Maroons. Again, she leads the team in hits, or excuse me, leads the team in kills. Set outside to Tucker, hits it over. Good hit by Tucker. Makes that 7-4 to the Briar Jumpers. We got a substitution for the Maroons. Got Chloe Cranfield into the match and Blevins to the bench. Tucker back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Well hit over the net. Maroons set outside. Set outside to McBride. Unable to hit, but gets a tip. PC, good defense there to recover back outside of McBride. Tips, knocked out of bounds. Point to the Briar Jumpers. McBride able to get the tip over there. Absher knocks it out of bounds. Sarah Tucker back to serve again. Strong serve, but into the net. Another point given to the Maroons. Absher back to serve for the Maroons, the sophomore. Talented sophomore player. Good serve over, and Absher gets an ace. PC seems to have slowed the momentum of the Briar Jumpers, calmed down a little bit. You get a little nervous, a lot of energy, you get those long balls that go out of bounds that we've seen. Another great serve. McBride hits it outside. Good hit by McBride, ends the point there. Reagan Childers with the set outside. And the great defense on the back end by Reagan there. Caitlin Mobley back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. PC sets it up in the middle. Good hit over. Able to be recovered by Girdler. Sent back over to the Maroons. Quick tip over the net by the Maroons. Outside of McBride. Hits it over. PC unable to return it, but recovers. Sets it up. Good hit. Good recovery there by the Maroons. Able to earn that point. Well earned. Miller, just like we expected, back and forth. Close match. I expect this all 5 sets if we got to go to it. Go ahead there, Miller.
Last matchup, game only went to 4 sets, but in each one, both teams scored more than 20 points.
Yeah, these are 2 very talented teams, 2 of the top teams in the 12th region this year, having great seasons, and definitely a competitive match between the 2. Fleshman serves it over for the Briar Jumpers. BC sets it up the middle. Childers unable to get to that one. Well hit as the Maroons celebrate the point. 14, Brawley Scruggs back to serve for the Maroons. Hits it over, Childers able to get the recovery, set outside of McBride. Gets the kill over the net there. Good set, good hit by the Briar Jumpers. That's 2 errant serves by McBride in a row. Can't afford to give away points. Disappointing for me, Miller, disappointing. Maroons back to serve. Girdler sets it outside to Tucker. Blocked at the net, but blocked out of bounds. Briar Jumpers get the point. Childers back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Gets the ace by the missed hit. Lakeland Dykes unable to return that. Childers back again to serve. Great serve over the net there. Maroon set it outside to Absherol, but I don't know if it was a miscommunication or just a miss hit on the set. Point to the Jumpers. Childers with the ace. Somerset's got a little momentum building. And the Maroons want a timeout as the Briar Jumpers celebrate in the huddle.
You know, we made a big deal about RPI rankings and strength of schedule earlier. Both teams, PC is sitting at 3 losses. Somerset's sitting at 2. Both teams have lost to Trinity Christian. Somerset's only other loss was against this very PC team. PC's other 2 losses come to a pretty strong 15-4, I believe, West Jess.
Yeah, West Jess is a great team.
But what's really hurting their rankings is a loss to a 9-10 McCurry Central. So that could bring their RPI ratings down.
Yeah.
And potentially push Somerset ahead of them if Somerset were to win tonight.
That is a great point there, Miller. That definitely, makes this game even more important for the Maroons there.
Maroons, if they win tonight, they pretty much lock up the district.
Yes, they'll have the number 1 seed. Looks like the Briar Jumpers would be the 2 and Casey the 3 maybe. I don't know who's between Casey and Rock there. Childers back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Maroons set it in the middle there. Blevins tries to tip it over. Does, but the Briar Jumpers able to recover, tip it back. Set outside of Blevins. Hits it into the net.
Casey and Rock have both struggled in district play this year. Casey sitting in 3rd in the district, 1-3. Rockcastle 0-3.
Another one hit. Blocked at the net by the Briar Jumpers. Kaylee Kissinger unable to get it over the net. Childers back to serve yet again. They really want to get her off the ball, but unable to earn the point. The Maroons just passing around. And we got a double hit on that. The players have to hit the ball with both hands simultaneously. Can't make contact at different points. Almost another one there. Absher hits it over for the Maroons. Fleshman unable to recover it. Well hit by Absher.
First point in a while, the PC trying to turn this set around. Somerset within 7.
Kaylee Kissinger back to serve for the Maroons. Ooh, set outside to Tucker, gets the hit. Tucker coming into this matchup with 209 kills, and Sarah McBride has 104 kills. Those are their top 2 hitters as far as number of kills. PC, they have several on the team. They have several players. Jasper Tingle, Kaylee Kissinger, Sammy Blevins, Lily Todd, all with over 50 kills. So PC has a lot of depth on their side of the court there. Outside to Tucker, again hits it over for the Briar Jumpers. PC sets outside to Blevins. Strong hit by Blevins to get the point for the Maroons. You're going to see these big hitters all night. You know, that's what the teams are aiming to do. They're aiming to set their big hitters up right at the net to hit it over and hopefully earn that kill. Maroons back to serve.
Serve from Cranfield.
And sophomore hit it in the net just then. Sarah Tucker back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Tucker sends it over. Maroons scrambling to recover it, send it back over to the Briar Jumpers. Set outside to McBride by Girdler. McBride with a great hit over the net, gets the kill, makes it 21-11. And if we could do that for 4 more points, we'll be in good shape for this set here. Maroons take another timeout. 21-11 here in the Briar Patch. Back here at the Briar Patch. Sarah Tucker back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Sends it over to the Maroons. Hits it long out of bounds. Good eye on the ball. We got a substitution. Sarah Tucker's out for the Briar Jumpers. Haley Bragg, the freshman, heads in on that front line. Absher back to serve for the Maroons, excuse me. Well hit over, Bragg. Able to get the dig. Briar Jumpers send it back over, set outside. Tipped over by the Maroons. Keck passes to the center. Childers sends it over for the Briar Jumpers. Maroons set it up in the middle, tipped by Jasper over. Childers sets it outside to McBride, tips it. And the Maroons able to set it outside. Girdler outside to McBride again. Hits. Point Briar Jumpers. And this is, I think, what the Briar Jumpers expected to do over at PC earlier in the year, but PC just came out flying, playing red hot all the game against them. Gonna have to pick it up in this first set if they want to hang in. Maroons send it over to the Briar Jumpers. Gardner sets on the back end to Keck. Keck tries to tip it over and it's blocked at the net there. Lily Todd able to get the block at the net for the Maroons. Lakeland Dykes back to serve for the Maroons. Sends it over. Childers recovers. Girdler outside to McBride. Ooh, good dig by PC there. That was well hit and dug out by the Maroons spectacularly. Dykes with a good dig, able to get that point for the Maroons. 22-14, Somerset. Dykes sends it over for the Maroons. Keck unable to recover that for the Briar Jumpers. Somerset's going to have to stop this run. Don't want to let Pulaski get too much momentum. Childers. Gardner outside of McBride, hits it over. McBride with the hit, gets the point for the Briar Jumpers. A little nervous energy. Miller, I got to stand. Addie Fleshman, the senior, to serve for the Briar Jumpers. One of 2 seniors on the squad. Maroons send it back, set it up at the nets. Kissinger with the hit. Good set, good hit by Kissinger there. The senior for the Maroons. Makes it 23-16. Maroons back to serve. Riley Scruggs, the senior, sends it over to the Briar Jumpers. Childers digs it out, sets outside to McBride. McBride hits it long out of bounds, 23-17. Somerset, Maroons clawing their way back though.
Now PC looks a little rocky halfway through this set. They brought the score back to about 6 or 7 points from the lead.
Maroons send it over. Girdler tips it, sets it right at the middle there. Set outside to McBride, hits it over. Apsher tries to recover it, but is unable to with the hard hit. 1 point for the set here. McBride back to serve. She is 0 for 2 on the night on serve. Good serve that time by McBride. PC sets it outside of Blevins. Hits it over, recovered by the Briar Jumpers. Set back outside of Blevins. A little miscommunication there. Girdler to Tucker. Tips it over. The Maroons set outside of Blevins. Hits it and point. Maroons. Good hit by Blevins. They're not going to give up that point that easily. Maroons send it over. Childers. Girdler sets Tucker up at the net and gets the point, and that set goes to the Briar Jumpers. Good start here in the Briar Patch. We'll take a quick break in between.
How about that student section over there?
As the AD comes on to praise the student section here. We'll just hang on just a minute.
Generously donated a $50 card to the BJN Crazies tonight. And our first set winner is Julia Pointer. Julia, where at Julia Pointer? Are you here? You have to be present. Julia Pointer, is she here? Julia Pointer, are you in the building? Going once. Going twice. Go, Julia. You lost $50. Here we go. How about Alex Decker? Alex Decker. Alex Decker. Alex Decker. Going once. Going twice. Alex Decker.
We are back for set 2 of tonight's matchup. Somerset took the first one, I believe, 25-18.
I believe so, Miller. Yes.
Strong start for the Briar Jumpers. Looks a little rocky to start. Took back the lead pretty commandedly. PC did not play too great in the first set. This game will likely be for the district title.
So best of 5 here tonight since it's a district matchup. 25 points per set. Let's see if the Briar Jumpers can maintain that level of play into the second set. Maroons, they're a veteran group. Like I said, they got a lot of weapons, really good hitters. They're not going to roll over that easy. Maroons get the first serve, send it over to the Briar Jumpers. Set outside to Tucker by Gerther, blocked at the net though. Absher blocks her, gets the point. Great block. Maroons back to serve. Olivia Travis, the junior. Talented player back to serve for the Maroons. Sends it over. Oh, gets the lucky tip at the net. Jumpers recover, set it outside, and Tucker tips it over, gets the point. Wasn't expecting that to be that easy of a point, but lucked out on that. Reagan Childers back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Serves over, Maroons. Send it back to the Briar Jumpers. Childers to Girdler, Girdler to Tucker. And set and hit and point. Briar Jumpers. Childers set to send it over. Absher for the Maroons. Blevins sends it back over to the Briar Jumpers. Girdler sets outside of Tucker. Tips it. Blevins recovers. The Maroons send it back over. Girdler sets outside of Tucker. Gets the hit. Oh! Olivia Travis gets the dig on the hit. And set Travis there. Tips it to the corner. Recovered by Childers, who sets Tucker. Tries to tip it across the court. Unable to get the point. Blevins set and point. Yes. The Maroons have a lot of energy this second set here. Great crowd tonight. Both sides of the Briar Patch filled with spectators. Good student sections on both sides. Serve just a little long for Kissinger. Kissinger out. I did not see who came in, but I think that was Jasper Tingle coming in for Kissinger. Sent over by Girdler. Absher set at the net for the Maroons. Hits it. Jumpers recover. Set outside to Tucker. Blocked at the net. Disorganized return by the Briar Jumpers on that one. 3-3. Knotted up here in the second set. Briar Jumpers took the first set. Sammy Blevins, a senior, back to serve for the Maroons. Sends it to the Briar Jumpers. Girdler tries to recover for the Maroons, for the Briar Jumpers, unable to. Two in a row for the Maroons. Blevins back to serve again for Pulaski County. Sends it over, long though. Point to the Jumpers. Sarah Tucker back to serve for Somerset. Sends it over. Maroons set it outside. Hit long. Out out of bounds. 5-4 Somerset. Tucker back to serve again for the Briar Jumpers. Ooh, sent it long, but is touching the line and is in as the line judge gets a word from the Pulaski student section. I've line judged a lot, and it's not easy. A lot of spectators don't realize that the ball's touching any part of the line, it's still considered in, and if it's right there on the edge and you're the line judge, you are probably just about the only one that sees that. And yeah, you usually get a little message from the fans in those situations, but looks like the right call on our end, whereas we sit above the line judge here. Apsher back to serve for the Maroons, down 5-6 in the second set. Able to get the point for the Maroons. 6-6. Apsher sends it over again for Pulaski County. Childers, Girdler outside to McBride, hits it over. Apsher covers for the Maroons, sets outside, tips it. Girdler recovers for the Briar Jumpers. Childers to McBride with the hit in the back corner. Great hit to earn the point on that one. Girdler and Childers scrambling everywhere for the Briar Jumpers tonight. Caitlin Mobley, the sophomore, back to serve. Sends it over, and it's long. Lakeland Dykes back to serve for Pulaski County. Sophomore sends it over. Keck to McBride. Childers unable to get the set there and just send it back over. Maroons set outside there, tip it. Childers sets it outside to McBride. Tips it at the nets. Just getting tipped back and forth. Somerset, are they able to recover? Casey Smith gets called for the double hit. Maroons send it over. Hit into the net. And just like that, we're tied back up 8-8. The senior, Addie Fleshman, in for the Briar Jumpers as Olivia Keck heads to the bench. Fleshman sends it over. Maroons set it outside. Get the hit and a fortunate bounce there as well. Hit the top of the net, change direction, unable to be defended by McBride for the Briar Jumpers. Lily Todd with the good hit and point for the Maroons. So number 14, Briley Scruggs, back to serve. Sends it over, Childers. Girdler outside to McBride, hits it over, squares it up, knotted 9-9 here in the second set. Sarah Tucker subs in for the Briar Jumpers. McBride back to serve. Sent over and returned by the Maroons, set for Tucker at the net, who tips it over. Blevins sends it back over for the Maroons. Fleshman to Girdler, Girdler to Tucker. Set and hit. Recovered by the Maroons, set outside of Blevins. Gets the hit over. Oh! Looks like they about had the point, and they're scrambling everywhere. Somerset unable to return these tips by Pulaski County. Looked like they had recovered, and a good diving save by the Briar Jumpers. And the same thing happened when Pulaski tipped it back over, just disorganized and couldn't get the point. PC sends it into the net. Miller right now, we're just trading points.
This set has been kept even for a little while. Somerset did get out to a decent lead, but PC's brought it right back to tied.
Somerset's got to quit tipping these balls. They got to set it up and hit the ball over the net. PC, they're not going to give you points on tips. As I say that, the miss hit off the serve there by the Maroons gives the point to the Briar Jumpers. Reagan Childers, the junior, back to serve for Somerset. Sends it over. Maroons look to send it back. Kissinger up and hits it in the net, unable to send it back over. 12-10 Briar Jumpers. Childers back to serve. Sends it over. Set for Apter outside for the Maroons. Hits it over, Childers to Tucker. Tucker sends it back over to the Maroons. Sets outside and hit out of bounds. They're calling for the tip. I think that hit the, yep. It looks like it hit the net. They're calling the tip, but I don't know about that one. Well, that's one of those angles that it's tough for everybody to see. We have a vantage point above the net here in the top corner of the gym, and you could clearly see that ball changed trajectory, but it hit the net, not the player, and changed trajectory. But PC fortunate to get the point, make it 11-12. Somerset sets it to Tucker. He hits it over. PC returns it. Just trading the ball back and forth right now. Set outside to Blevins. Childers to Gurther to Tucker. Sets it, hits it. Good dig by the Maroons there. Set outside to Blevins. Gurther sets to Tucker. Hits it over for the Briar Jumpers to make it 13-11. You can tell both teams want this victory. They know what's at stake. They know they're both talented teams, and they want to defeat each other. Maroons set it at the net. Blevins blocked. Blevins sends it over to the Briar Jumpers. Childers to Gurther. Gurther sets it outside to Tucker. Hits it. Points. Jumpers. 14-11. Briar Jumpers send it over. Gardler with the ace. Gardler sends it over. Jasper mishits it for the Maroons, and just like that, the Briar Jumpers have a 5-point lead here in the second set, 16-11.
Huge rally for Somerset as we enter the second half of the second set.
And Gardler hits it into the net and gives it back to the Maroons. Got a substitution for Pulaski County. Number 24 comes in the match, Lily Todd, and in to serve, we have number 35, Chloe Cranfield for the Maroons. Cranfield sends it over. Good serve. McBride able to recover on that. Kex hits it at the net, but unable to get it over there, and Jasper tips it back at the Jumpers.
Timeout called. Somerset sitting on top of the Maroons, 16-13 in the second set. Homecoming starts next week. Kick off the week Saturday and Sunday. Boys soccer All-A State tournament up in Louisville. Coach McBride, you got anything to say about that?
I had my headphones off. What'd you say?
Something about All-A State this weekend.
Oh yeah, coming up. Big opportunity for the boys soccer team. Played Todd County Central up at Louisville Collegiate in the quarterfinals of the All-A State tournament. Should be exciting.
Here we go. Players get back on the court here.
Cranfield back to serve for Pulaski County out of the timeout. 16-13 Briar Jumpers. Childers gets the serve for the Briar Jumpers, sets it kick at the net. Pulaski tips it over. Childers, or Girdler, outside of Tucker. Hits it, DC recovers, sends it back over. Oh, just a miscommunication there. Jasper and Travis just got tangled up and mishit it. Point to the Jumpers. Sarah Tucker back to serve for Somerset. Tucker sends it over. Set in the middle there for Jasper by the Maroons. Oh my. Wasn't a hard ball over, but the Briar Jumpers caught out of position there, unable to get to that ball there. 14-17 as the Somerset Briar Jumpers have the lead here in the second set. Took the first set. Atcher back to serve for the Maroons. Sends it over. Childers gets it for the Briar Jumpers. Girdler's outside of McBride. Hits it. Maroons able to return it. Missed hit by Girdler. Childers recovers. McBride at the net. Hits it into the net. 15-17, and PC building off that momentum they had prior to the timeout. Have dug their way back from a 5-point deficit down only 2 here in the second set. Atcher back to serve for the Maroons. And the freshman for Somerset unable to receive the serve there, as Atcher earns the ace for the Pulaski County. Atcher back to serve. Sends it over to the Briar Jumpers. Childers to Girdler. Girdler outside of McBride. Hits it over. Atcher recovers the serve. Travis hits it into the ceiling. Point to the Briar Jumpers. Mobley sends it over for the Briar Jumpers. Maroons set it outside of Travis. Hits it over. Point to Maroons. Good hit by Olivia Travis there. Jasper out for the Maroons as Kaylee Kissinger enters the match. Lakeland Dykes back to serve for Pulaski County. And it's into the net. Back over to the Briar Jumpers. Fleshman enters the match for the serve. 19-17 here in the second set. Somerset hanging on to that lead. Fleshman sends it over. Atcher unable to receive the serve. Fleshman with the ace, and Maroons with the timeout. 20-17 here in the second set.
Talked about homecoming a little bit earlier. Floats this week. Sunday, a time usually reserved for student council, has been open to all students, 2 to 6 p.m. on Sunday. Monday through Thursday, 5 to 9 after school, with the homecoming game and parade. Well, homecoming game being at 7:30. I believe the parade is at 6 or 6:30.
Yeah, exciting week. Floats coming up. That's one of those special traditions that makes Somerset so special. And kids really get into that. I love seeing the competition among the students there. Do a really great job with it, all you all do.
Float theme this year is holidays. The seniors are doing Halloween, juniors have Christmas, sophomores have 4th of July, and the freshmen have Easter.
Yeah, I've seen the designs for 2 of the classes. Sophomores and juniors look creative. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to make those come to fruition. Fleshman sends it back over there as we come out of the timeout. And Absher once again unable to receive the serve for the Maroons. And Absher heads to the bench as number 9 comes in. Whitley Brinson, the sophomore for Pulaski County. Fleshman Sends it over again. PC able to receive it, set it outside. Girdler outside to McBride. And she's blocked at the net. 21-18, Somerset here in the second set. Pulaski County not going anywhere. Number 14, Briley Scruggs, back in to serve for Pulaski County. Received by Childers. Girdler outside to McBride. Hits it over this time. PC sends it back. Smith tries to hit it. Set outside to McBride. Hits it over, gets the point for the Jumpers. Pivotal point here in the second set, 22-18. McBride back to serve. Tucker back into the match for the Briar Jumpers. McBride sends it over. PC receives and sets outside to Blevins. Childers to Girdler, Girdler to Tucker. Hit it over, blocked at the net. And Somerset got a net violation there, touched the net. 19-22. Olivia Travis back to serve for the Maroons. Travis sends it over, Childers received. Girdler outside to Tucker. Blocked at the net again. Tucker again at the net. This time is successful getting it over. The Jumpers 2 points away from going up 2-0 here. On their home court tonight. Students looking to set an attendance record. Great crowd tonight. I'm not sure if we've reached that, but it looks like we might have. Ball's back in. Maroons receive the serve. Just get a little tip over the net, and Somerset's out of position. 20-23. Ball back to the Maroons. Kissinger back to serve. Received by Fleshman to Girdler. Set up for Tucker on the back end there. Hits it over. Maroons able to receive it, set it at the net. Blevins unable to get over. Back to Blevins, tips it. Fleshman to Girdler. Girdler outside to Tucker. Hits it over. Point Jumpers. Tyndall and Brinson were at the net. Right on top of that hit by Tucker, but Tucker able to get enough force behind it to get it over the net without being blocked. Charleston Girdler back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. 24-20. Set outside to Jasper. Tucker tips it over, and that's the second set to the Briar Jumpers here. They go up 2-0 as they celebrate into the huddle. With that, we'll take a break on this second set. Be back here in just a few minutes here at the Briar Patch. Somerset up 2-0.
Before I announce the winner of our second gift card tonight, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who came out tonight. We have officially set a new attendance record tonight for Somerset High School. Our old attendance record, 278, set last year against Southwestern. Tonight, 519 people in the building. It's a testament to our community and how they support our kids. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. The winner of our second gift card, Micah Sizemore. Micah Sizemore, you're the winner. Come on down, get your gift card. There you go. Thank you.
We are back for set number 3. The Briar Jumpers looking to put up a commanding sweep in 3 sets against Crosstown Pulaski County. If they win, and especially if they do it in 3 sets, they will probably have the lead in the district and maybe even the win, as long as they can beat out what I believe is a game against Rockcastle and a game against Casey County. I'm sorry, I think it's just a game against Casey or Rock.
Yeah, Briar Jumpers already beat Casey County twice. Beat Rock once already. Still have 1 matchup left with them. I think this will do it. Got to take care of business in this 3rd set. Briar Jumpers have come out to a great start tonight. Not that the Maroons haven't. They battled back and forth. Maroons have come back in both sets, got it close, and then at the very end, the Briar Jumpers pulling away, able to get the first 2 sets here. Heading into this 3rd set. Looks like the Briar Jumpers get first serve here. Sarah McBride back to serve for the Briar Jumpers, the other senior on this squad, her and Addie Fleshman. McBride sends it over. Received by the Maroons, set in the middle for Kissinger, tips it over the Jumpers at the net, gets the point. Good start for the Maroons here in the 3rd set. Substitution for the Maroons. Jasper Tingle in, the senior. Todd sends it over for the Maroons. Gardler outside to Tucker. Tucker hits it across court, but out of bounds. Too far across court. That's what the Jumpers want to do. They want to have a nice set at the net, not have so many tips, but we got to keep it in bounds there. Lydia Travis back to serve for the Maroons. Received by Fleshman. McBride tries to pass it to, I don't know who, but they're able to send it over. Set at the net, and Tingle smashes it to the back left corner for the Maroons to go up 2-0 here in the 3rd set. Childers trying to calm her squad down on the other side. Todd sends it. Fleshman, good eye, sees the ball out of bounds. Point to the Jumpers. Childers gets set to serve for Somerset. Childers sends it over. Blevins receives. Travis sets Kissinger at the net. Hits it over. McBride receives. Childers sends it back over to Pulaski County. Travis outside to Blevins. Oh, it was well hit. Looked like it was going out of bounds, but Childers saves it anyway. Able to recover. Fleshman sends it back over. Travis sets Kissinger in the middle. Mobley out to Tucker. Tips it over, and good tip by Tucker at the net. 3-2. Maroons here in the 3rd, but the ball stays with the Jumpers. Childers sends it over, and it's long now. Kissinger sends it over for the Maroons. Gardler sets Mobley up. Blocked at the net by Jasper Tingle, and Amsher there at the net for the Maroons. Good block. Kissinger back to serve for the Maroons. Fleshman receives. Gardler sets on the backside to Tucker. Able to get the head over. Travis with the dig. Blevins sends it back over to Somerset. Oh my, yes, that's in. What a lucky point for Somerset there. Fleshman hit it, and it just happened to land on top of the net. Looks like it was going out, but the net saved it. Point to the Jumpers. Pulaski County, though, they've come out to a good start, 5-3 lead right now. Gardler sends it over, Apsher receives, set outside to Blevins, tips it over. Gardler sets outside to Tucker. Well hit, but received by Pulaski. Gardler outside to Tucker again, hit, Point. 5-4. Somerset coming back here in the third set. Already up, winning the first 2 sets. Looking to get the sweep in the big district victory here tonight. Girdler sends it over. Apsher receives it. Set on that back row. Maroon send it back over. Girdler outside to Tucker. Tucker, just a free ball over for Pulaski. Pulaski sets a tingle, but hits it in the net, which ties it up 5-5 here in the third set. Girdler to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Apsher receives. Set outside, back to Apsher. Hits it in the net. Girdler serves. Received by Pulaski. Set outside to Blevins. Tips it over the hands of Tucker to get the point for Pulaski County. The senior, Sammy Blevins, leader. The senior back to serve for Pulaski County. Good serve over, received by McBride. Passed outside to Tucker, sends a free ball back over. Set outside, Pulaski blocked at the net. Childers passes outside to Tucker and gets the point for the Briar Jumpers as Pulaski's unable to block that at the net. Blevins out for Cranfield, in for the in for the Maroons. Sarah Tucker back to serve for Somerset. Tucker sends it over, and it's long again. Tucker subs out as the freshman comes in. Haley Bragg for the Briar Jumpers. Whitley Brinson sends it over for the Maroons, but it's long. 8-7 Jumpers. Casey Smith comes into the match for Somerset. And Caitlin Mobley heads to the bench, subbing in for the Briar Jumpers. Hope Hoffman, the junior, back to serve. She sends it over, and it's long. 3 in a row. Trading points back and forth. As Hoffman heads back to the bench and Mobley back into the match. As Olivia Keck comes in as well. Oh, I guess that was Olivia Keck coming in for Hoffman, the 8th grader. Apsher back to serve for the Maroons. Keck unable to receive, but Somerset scrambles and recovers. McBride sends it back over. Good recovery by the freshman on the back line for Somerset. Sent over. Girdler outside to McBride. Hit and blocks. Oh, good diving save by Childers, and Girdler's able to save it for the Briar Jumpers. Great save by Reagan Childers there. Good defense. Oh, it hit the ceiling. Yep.
Did it hit the ceiling?
It did. It's okay to hit the ceiling. It can't hit the ceiling and go over the net. As long as it stays on your side, you can still hit it over. The PC student section doesn't understand that. They're going nuts in front of us here.
House rule.
Fleshman sends it over for the Briar Jumpers. Apsher returns it. Good defense there by Fleshman. Girdler able to get it to Childers, sends it back over. Pulaski sets it outside of Kissinger, hits it in the net. As Somerset gets out of that trend of trading points back and forth and gets one up on Pulaski County, goes up 10-8 here in the third set. Again, Somerset's already won the first 2 sets. Fleshman back to serve. Received by Pulaski. Set outside. Tipped over. Good defense by Fleshman. McBride sends it back over. Set in the center for Pulaski. Kissinger, good hit. Good D, but unable to receive that hit. Kissinger smashes it and gets the point for the Maroons. As Sammy Blevins comes in for Pulaski County, Cranfield heads to the bench. And Briley Scruggs into the match for Pulaski. Childers receives the serve. Girdler outside of McBride. Hits it into the net. 10-10. Scruggs back to serve. Childers receives. Girdler sets outside to McBride. Hits it, blocked at the net. Girdler tips it this time over. Blevins hits it up, hits the light, but falls to the ground. Point Somerset. Sarah Tucker back in for the Briar Jumpers. As Haley Bragg, the freshman, heads to the bench. Senior Sarah McBride back to serve. A long one again. That's 3 tonight. Olivia Travis back to serve for Pulaski County. 11-11 here in the third set. Somerset up 2-0. Travis sends it over. Received by Fleshman. Girdler sets outside to Tucker. Tucker with the hit and gets the point. Travis unable to get the dig on that hit. Sarah Tucker, one of the best hitters in the 12th region. Of course, Tucker and Childers, key transfers, and Girdler from Somerset Christian last season, have been a great addition to the Briar Jumpers this season. Set at the net for Tucker. Travis sets outside for Sammy Blevins. Blevins hits it over. Tucker unable to get the dig. Point Pulaski. 12-12. Kissinger back to serve for Pulaski. Fleshman receives. Girdler sets on the backside of Tucker, who tips it and gets the point for Somerset, 13-12. Fleshman out for the Jumpers as 8th grader Olivia Keck into the match. Charleston Girdler back to serve for Somerset. Pulaski sets it outside for Blevins, who gets the hit and point for the Maroons. As we have substitutions on the Maroon side, Blevins out. Cranfield in for Pulaski County.
Doesn't seem like any team can take an advantage. Both teams been trading points for about the past couple minutes. Serve from Cranfield.
Received by Childers, set by Girdler, hit by Tucker, point, Briar Jumpers. Tucker back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Tip by Pulaski. Oh, and it's up in the ceiling again. These students are losing it in front of us. Tucker back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Received by Travis. Set by Cranfield. Hit over there by Jasper. Point Pulaski. Tucker out for the Jumpers as Haley Bragg re-enters the contest. Whitley Brinson, the sophomore, back to serve for Pulaski County. 15-14 Somerset here in the third set. Brinson, balls up. Received by Childers. Set outside to McBride. McBride hits it over. Received by Pulaski. And a free ball over to Somerset. Set outside to McBride. Gets the hit. Gets the point. 16-14. Briar Jumpers. Looks like we have an injured player here for Pulaski County. Lakeland Dykes, the sophomore, also the libero for Pulaski. Trying to walk it off right now. Telling the center official that she is good to go. Hoffman back to serve and hits right into the net. 16-15 Somerset in the third here. Ball back to Pulaski as Kaylee Kissinger re-enters for Pulaski. Mobley back in for the Briar Jumpers. And trades off with libero Reagan Childers. Atcher back to serve for Pulaski County. Sends it over. Childers unable to receive it. And Atcher with the ace knocks it up 16-16. Atcher sends it over for the Maroons. Good serve there. Good received. Keck receives it. Tipped over by Childers. Travis sets outside. Oh, good hit by Pulaski County there. Good set by Travis. And Lily Todd gets the good hit to the corner for the Maroons to take the lead. 17-16 here in the third set. BC has a little momentum going right now. Good serve there. Childers receives it. Gurther, unable to set it. Unable to set it at the net there. And Pulaski just gets the free ball at the top of the net and earns the point. 18-16 here in the third. Somerset needs to get this under control here. Can't let this lead get any larger. Long ball there, served out of bounds by Atcher. Point and ball back to Somerset. Pulaski up 18-17 here in the third. Somerset got the first two sets of the match as Addie Fleshman comes in to serve for the Briar Jumpers. Good serve over, received by Pulaski, set for Kissinger in the middle, blocked at the net by Casey Smith. Good block by Somerset. Free ball over, Fleshman, Gardler outside of McBride, gets the hit. Good D by Absher there off the hit. Set outside of McBride, and gets the point to knot it up 18-18 here in the third.
Currently at the collegiate level, Kentucky losing to Louisville 1-2. Kentucky's ranked 6th in the state, or 6th in the nation, Louisville 3rd.
Fleshman sends the ball over. Atcher receives. Pulaski sends it back to Somerset. Gardler sets outside to McBride. Gets the hit in the point. Kissinger, Travis unable to get the block at the net. Somerset goes up 19-18. Big swing there for the Briar Jumpers. The senior sends the ball over to the Maroons. Received by Pulaski. Free ball back over to Somerset. Gardler sets outside to McBride. Gets the hit. And point, 20-18. And Pulaski coach has seen enough. She went to timeout. Big swing there by the Briar Jumpers. Thought Pulaski had momentum. Got the lead, couple points. But Somerset claws her way back.
Games for the rest of the month. Next Monday, September 22nd, Jumpers go to Southwestern and will play at 5:30. Then the next day, September 23rd, they will play here against McCreary County at 7:30. Then the next Monday, September 29th, they'll play at Corbin at 6 p.m. And then to round out the monthly slate, Tuesday, September 30th versus Rockcastle at 6:30.
Yeah, not a whole lot left of the regular season here. Won't be long, then we'll be in district play. Fleshman back in to serve for the Briar Jumpers as they accumulated a 2-point lead here in the third, 2018. Fleshman sends it over, received by Pulaski. Travis sets outside. Girdler tips it over. Charleston out to McBride with the hit. Good D by Cranfield for the Maroons. Todd tips it over. And Casey Smith unable to receive that tip at the net. Precautionary timeout by Coach Tucker for the Briar Jumpers. Up 1 point here in the third, 2019. All right, big stretch of the match right here. Pulaski cannot afford to lose this set because they would then lose the match. Somerset, of course, looking to be on the right side of the sweep. Maroons back to serve out of the timeout. Freshman receives it for Somerset. Outside of McBride, sends a free ball over. Kissinger sends it back for the Maroons. Gardler tips it at the net. Almost didn't make it over there. Oh. And a little miss hit. Somerset fortunate there. Louis Travis mishit the ball into the net. Wasn't a pretty play for either squad there. McBride back to serve for the Briar Jumpers. The senior sends it over. Outside to Blevins. Kissinger steps in there. Childers outside to Tucker. Defended by the Maroons. Set outside to Blevins. Tips it over. Fleshman able to get it outside to Tucker there. And gets the point. 21-19 Somerset.
Somerset 3 away from the sweep against the team in district, crosstown rival who they lost to earlier this season.
Yeah, that match earlier in the season, it was probably the best match of the year. You know, even though it was a loss for us, it was two very talented squads. PC was on fire that night, like I said. We played well, just PC played better that night. Right now, Somerset, so far, has played better tonight. And I think in a little bit more dominant fashion than what was in that first matchup.
Pulaski County has struggled away this year. They have a pretty dominant home record, 4-1, but have struggled 3-2 at away games.
Yeah, and they've hit the skid here, losing to Trinity Christian, and then that surprising loss down at McCreary Central. Getting swept by Trinity, who's a very talented team, one of the better teams in the region. Talented 12th region this year between our county teams here in Somerset and Pulaski County. West Jasmine's very talented. Trinity Christian, very talented. I think those four will make a run, one of them. McBride sends it over to Absher. Kissinger sends it back to the Briar Jumpers. It's out, and they're calling for the tip, but McBride swung and missed, fortunately for the Briar Jumpers. 23-19 Somerset. McBride back to serve. Sends it over to Pulaski. Pulaski sends it back to the Briar Jumpers. Childers unable to get it. Oh, she dove to save it, but McBride hits it into the net. 23-20. Somerset here in the third. Olivia Travis back to serve for Pulaski County. Down 3 here in the third set. Trying to avoid the sweep. Received by Fleshman. Girdler out to Tucker. Tucker smashes it way out of bounds. And now Coach Tucker, another precautionary timeout, trying to calm down her squad. They these last 2 points a little too jacked up. Somerset feeling like they can, I guess, taste victory a little bit, giving them a little too much energy on some of these hits. Back out of the timeout here. Olivia Travis back to serve for Pulaski County. Down 2 points here in the third. 21-23. Sends it over. Received by Childers. Girdler sets outside to Tucker. Hits it over. Pulaski sets outside to Blevins. Blevins sends it over. Received by Childers. Girdler outside to Tucker. Hit. Trial. Gets the point. Met at the net. Pulaski unable to get the block. Match point coming up here. Somerset looking at the sweep and the big district victory and revenge for one of their 2 losses on the year. Childers sends it over. Thatcher receives. Pulaski sends it back over. Free ball. Girdler outside to Tucker. Gets the hit, and she hits it into the net. Pulaski still has life here, 22-24. Kissinger back to serve for Pulaski County. Received by Fleshman, outside to Tucker. Gets the hit, Kissinger. Pulaski sends a free ball back over. Childers to Girdler. Girdler to Tucker. Tucker blocked at the net. Pulaski County. 23-24. Kissinger back to serve for Pulaski County. Sends it over, received by Fleshman. Girdler. Tucker tips it this time. Travis to the back corner. Oh, they called it out. They called it out. Oh, my. That's the match. That's the match, folks. And Pulaski gets the sweep. Somerset comes in tonight. Wins 3-0 with the sweep as they celebrate big victory for the Briar Jumpers. As they celebrate on Pack the Patch night, we appreciate you joining us for our coverage here tonight. Next matchup for Somerset will be against Southwestern High School on September 22nd. For the Maroons, looking to get back on track. Head to Madison Southern on the 20th here this Saturday. All right, Miller, enjoyed it.